WWE Survivor Series, Raw vs Smackdown, and the farewell to Daniel Bryan's neck. The pay-per-view is 3 days away, and are you guys excited about it? In my honest opinion, Survivor Series lately is really one of the big 5 WWE pay-per-views. Back in 2010, 12, 13, 14, 15, it didn't quite feel special anymore, but ever since the brand split in 2016, now we have a meaning for this pay-per-view, Raw vs Smackdown. And in my honest opinion, even the card looks pretty nice. The only issue I already have with this pay-per-view is the fact that last year we got a bunch of title changes 2 weeks before the pay-per-view, and it doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense, and I was hoping that WWE would not make this mistake again, but they did. It's also unfortunate that Becky Lynch is not going to be at the pay-per-view because, in my honest opinion, she is like the biggest thing in the WWE right now. I wouldn't even mind her main event in WrestleMania. That's how big Becky Lynch is. A lot of people are blaming Nia Jax for it. I don't know where I stand. The most important thing is, let's hope she's coming back soon. So let's talk about the actual pay-per-view and let's make our WWE Survivor Series 2018 predictions. And the first, we got a kickoff match. Team Raw versus Team Smackdown. So you have tag teams of Monday Night Raw and the tag teams of SmackDown Live. Why am I only seeing the Monday Night Raw teams in this picture right here? Whatever the case may be, just by looking at this picture, it just says that SmackDown Live's tag team division is way better. Like, way better. You have the Usos, you have the New Day, you have Sanity, so it only would make sense for SmackDown Live to win this match. I'm not really a big fan of any tag team in this picture except the Revival. Anyway, I feel like there's a reason why this is a kickoff show. Not the most exciting one, but at the end of the day, most of the time you get very boring kickoff matches, so this is not the worst one. But my prediction is, well, it would only make sense for SmackDown Live to win. So my prediction is SmackDown Live's teams. The more interesting match, however, is Raw Tag Team Champions versus SmackDown Tag Team Champions, AOP versus Sheamus and Cesaro, and in my honest opinion, I feel like it's quite predictable. Yes, you have the Big Show in the corner, but do you honestly feel like WWE would allow AOP to lose against Cesaro and Sheamus? I don't think so. Cesaro and Sheamus losing wouldn't really affect them at all. They lost many times, they came back many times. It's one of these situations like with Dolph Ziggler or The Miz. They can lose 500 times in a row, they can come back in one night, win the championship, and they are all good again. You can't really treat giants like AOP like that, just in my honest opinion, so I feel like they are going to win this match. I don't know if it's a problem, but we didn't got any build for this match whatsoever, but it's kinda understandable because the build was 2 weeks. That's the whole Survivor Series build. And for a pay-per-view like that, I feel like you should have at least 4 or 5 weeks. But they did the best with what they had. Then you get Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. This is not a Raw versus SmackDown match. This is just a regular Cruiserweight match. And these guys are just phenomenal. I haven't seen any of their matches, but I've seen some of the GIFs, whatever the case may be. And people are saying that these guys are having the best matches in the WWE right now. So I know it's going to be a blast. I'm happy for their success. And I'm happy that people have eyes on 205 Live right now, but I don't know, I didn't follow their storyline, but my prediction is Buddy Murphy, no reason. One of the matches that I'm looking forward every year for is Team Raw versus Team Smackdown traditional Survivor Series match. Now, first of all, I have a problem with this. Why am I seeing Braun Strowman in the middle and Shane McMahon in the middle of Team Smackdown? Someone please explain me this. I don't think, and this is my biggest problem, I don't think Shane McMahon should be on this team. So on Raw you have Bobby Lashley, McIntyre, Strowman, Ziggler, and Finn Balor. Every single one of them deserve to be on this tag team. It looks legit, and you don't have Kevin Owens on Raw right now, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, so what's left is these guys, and it makes perfect sense. On Team SmackDown, however, Samoa Joe makes sense, Jeff Hardy makes sense, The Miz makes sense, Rey Mysterio kinda, but Shane McMahon just ruins it all. It honestly, just compare these two tag teams right now, it honestly feels like it's just a B show. So even in kayfabe, why would you choose Shane McMahon instead of Randy Orton? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And Randy Orton attacked Rey Mysterio, The Miz. I felt like they're teasing it, that Orton is going to replace someone, but no, he's not, and he is the best WWE Survivor Series competitor of all time. I don't know who is going to win this match. It seems like Raw teammates have problems with each other, but SmackDown has the same issue as well. But because Raw won last year, and because SmackDown Live is kinda suffering lately, I feel like they're going to give this victory to SmackDown Live. So my prediction is Team Smackdown, and I hope that SmackDown is going to win. I just don't feel like Shane should be in this tag team. Hopefully Orton will attack him or something, I don't know. Then we have Women's Team Raw versus Team Smackdown, and because Charlotte Flair is replacing Becky Lynch, we don't know the 5th women of Team Smackdown, and I can only assume that we're getting some kind of a return, or maybe just some women jobber from SmackDown Live. Let's be honest on here, it doesn't matter, but in my opinion, Raw is winning this one. The build was decent because of Becky Lynch when they attacked Raw on their own show, but nothing really memorable. I have problem with Team Raw though. There's no Sasha Banks, there's no Bayley. I don't see any women on Team Raw that people are really invested in. So that's a bit of an issue, but still, my prediction is Team Raw. The Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins versus the United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. I can only imagine Dean Ambrose interfering in this match, but if he's not, then I feel like Seth Rollins is still winning this match. Not only Shinsuke Nakamura lost all of his momentum, when was the last time he had a match on SmackDown Live or a pay-per-view, not on a kickoff show, for the United States Championship? His title reign is meaningless. I just hope he's losing the championship soon, and I feel like the only reason he's the United States Champion right now is because we could get this a bit of a dream match with Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura. But like I've said, my prediction is Seth Rollins, and this match didn't have any build, but at the end of the day, it probably doesn't need any. Then you get Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair, and this match was supposed to be Ronda versus Becky, and I can only imagine Ronda versus Becky being on WrestleMania right now because of people's investment. People wanted to see this match in the first place. Now they're not gonna see this match, so I feel like WWE could put this in the main event of WrestleMania, or just, at WrestleMania. It doesn't really matter, in my opinion. But this match right here, Ronda versus Charlotte, was a rumored WrestleMania main event. So I feel like WWE did a great job with what they had. So it's not WWE's fault that Becky Lynch cannot wrestle at this pay-per-view, but WWE gave you a Charlotte versus Ronda, kind of a dream match as well. So I feel like they really compensated for what they lost. So for the first time in a very long time, WWE did a right decision. And my prediction is Ronda Rousey. I just feel like WWE are really protecting her, and I know it sounds weird because that's the same deal with Charlotte Flair. So I feel like this is the reason why that's a dream match. Two very protected women. It's like seeing Roman Reigns versus John Cena in his prime. I don't know. I really hope that no one is going to interfere because I don't want any safe options from the WWE. But at the end of the day, my prediction is Ronda Rousey because she's the champion at the moment. And probably the main event of Survivor Series, Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan. It was supposed to be Lesnar versus AJ Styles 2.0 from last year, but Daniel Bryan turned heel and won the championship from AJ Styles, and this is a total dream match. I've seen people in 2015, 14, 13 waiting for this match already. So this is huge, no doubt about it. I'm hyped for it more than I was hyped for AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar, even though I was hyped for that match as well. So maybe it wasn't necessary, but it's something new, something fresh. AJ Styles' boring title reign is over, so I'm happy about that. Now the only issue I have with this, Brock Lesnar is a heel, obviously. Daniel Bryan turned heel, so who is going to be a bit of a babyface in this match? A lot of times when we get these huge matches between heel versus heel, someone is more babyface in that match. Someone is a bit more heelish. So is Brock Lesnar going to be the good guy in this? I don't know, but I can already see AJ Styles interfering, and I hope it doesn't happen. I hate interferences in pay-per-view matches, especially in the main event matches, and especially in these kind of dream matches. So hopefully AJ Styles is not interfering. Hopefully we're getting a fair match. My prediction is obviously Brock Lesnar. Let's hope he doesn't break Daniel Bryan's neck, because at the end of the day it still kind of feels like a weird decision by the WWE. So this guy has a history of concussions. Let's put him in a ring with a guy who's doing German suplexes all the time. Either way, my prediction is Brock Lesnar. I'm hyped for this pay-per-view. I cannot wait. Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. If you want to support the channel, make sure to click that like button. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to my second channel. The link is in the description. And as always, the great one. Peace, love, and hugs.
More to come from the brash one.